Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Annette Bening and Jodie Foster are two of the finest actresses of our time, and it's a real privilege to see them working in tandem together to tell the true story of acclaimed swimmer Diana Nyad in the new Netflix film, Nyad. It's playing in select theaters and will be streaming on Netflix November 3rd, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Annette Bening gives one of the greatest performances of her career as Diana Nyad, who rose to fame as a long-distance swimmer. As the film's opening montage shows, she was on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson and many other talk show appearances thanks to her death-defying swims. Now, one such swim was from Cuba to Key West in 1978 and was the holy grail for her, but she was unable to complete it. Cut to 2009, and she's celebrating her 60th birthday, and she feels like life is a different game at 60 and wants to reclaim her life and age. Now, the only way she thinks she can do that is to attempt the Cuba to Key West swim all over again. Her best friend Bonnie, who's played by Jodie Foster, reluctantly agrees to become her coach, and they set off to train and attempt what's never been done before. The film also stars Rhys Ifans as Diana's navigator. The film is based on Diana Nyad's memoir, Find a Way, and is directed by Elizabeth Chai Vasarhelyi and Jimmy Chin. Now, the book title is apt, as given just kind of the tenacity that Diana Nyad has with trying to make her dreams come true. She will truly stop at nothing, regardless of whether, safety, or her team's opinions on if she should even do this or not. Now, from the first time that we see Annette Bening on screen, she just wins you over with the force that she brings to Diana, really leaning into the book's title as the drive that she has for the character. She commands the screen from the very beginning and never lets up. There's a physical transformation with how Bening carries herself both in and out of the water as she meticulously trained for this role. Diana's tough and forceful ways are a part of this story, but Bening doesn't seem to care whether we like Diana or not. She's not trying to apologize for Diana in her performance. Now, she and Jodie Foster play off each other so well as these two lifelong best friends. There's an easiness between them on screen and the kind of scene partners where you truly feel one elevating the other's performance. There's a lighter and playful side of Jodie Foster here that we haven't seen in a long time. Now, for a goal that seems downright impossible, the film does a decent job at describing the logistics of what it took as it then introduces us to her team, the science behind it all, and of course the sponsors that were needed to pay for it. It's all complemented well by Claudio Miranda's cinematography, which is just gorgeous at capturing what it must have been like to be out in that water, looking up at the sky, maybe feeling somewhat alone. The directing team, Elizabeth Chai Vasarhelyi and Jimmy Chin, working under Julia Cox's screenplay, stick to the many attempts that Nyad had as the kind of prime narrative, but there is significant backstory told through flashbacks regarding the traumatic childhood she had under the watch of her swimming coach. Now, it certainly explains the hard shell that she carries with her, and these flashbacks are used quite a bit. Now, of course, partly to kind of keep the action out of the water, as that then would have felt very repetitive, but also to kind of, I think, showcase the mindset that Diana was in while swimming. We see the painful parts of her life flashing before her very eyes, and then motivating her further. Now, for me, I think that the film could have used less flashbacks and instead really built up the supporting characters who were then working as her team. Rhys Ifans' character is really the only one given any sort of depth to his character. Nyad doesn't try to sugarcoat Diana Nyad's more complicating and frustrating traits. It's just a strong story of friendship through thick and thin, despite the dangerous nature of it all. Annette Bening and Jodie Foster are a dynamic pair, with Bening being just a shoo-in for the Oscar. I'm giving Nyad 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some movie reviews, some director and writer interviews that I've been doing lately. I'd love for you to check those out. Follow me on social media at Paul's movie trip. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a favorite performance from Annette Bening or Jodie Foster? Leave me a comment on YouTube or on social media. I'd love to hear from you. Paul's Trip to the Movies is brought to you by Popcorn. It's spooky season. Maybe you're going to watch some scary movies. Maybe you're going to watch Nyad at home. Have some popcorn on hand. They have a new pumpkin spice caramel popcorn that is just so good. I know you're going to love it. If you don't do sweet, they got salty, savory flavors. They literally have over 70 flavors that you can choose from. Follow them on social media at PopcornMN. I know you're going to love it. Paul's Trip to the Movies. It's also brought to you by Imagine Theaters. Tickets are now on sale for all the big fall movies. Whether you want to go see Taylor Swift's The Eras Tours, Killers, The Flower Moon is now in theaters, and tickets are on sale for my movie series through March. Coming up, November 26th is The Big Chill. Coming up, December 17th is the Judy Garland classic, Meet Me in St. Louis. And of course, we're going to be doing discussions after each one of these movies. January is All the President's Men. February is Dr. Strangelove, and then March, it's Good Will Hunting. Again, discussions after each one of these. Get your tickets today. Let's get these sold out. I'd love to see you there. Let's talk about these great movies back on the big screen again. Get those tickets today and follow them on social media, like I said, at ImagineMN. Thank you so much for watching my review of Nyad. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.